In this video, we examine how many different numbers can be created from given digits. Remember that no digit can be repeated. That means every digit has to be used only once while forming the numbers. Let us try to solve the question shown on your screens. How many different numbers can be created from 4 digits 7, 8, 3 and 5? Remember that no digit can be repeated while forming the numbers, which means that a single digit can be used only once. Now we are given 4 digits and we have to form the numbers from out of these digits without repeating any one of them. So this implies that the numbers which can be formed from these digits can start with any of these 4 digits. So let us first start with the first digit, that is 7. So let us see all the numbers which can be formed by using the digit 7. So it can be 7. Now, once we have chosen the first digit as 7, then there can be 3 different ways how the second digit can be formed. For example, it can be 7, 8, or it can be 7, 3, or it can be 7, 5. Now, when the first two digits are 7 and 8, then the remaining two digits can come in, or rather I should say the third digit can come in two possible ways. So two digits are already taken up, 7 and 8. The third digit can be either 3, or the third digit can be 7, 8, 5, which means 5. Now in the first scenario, 7, 8, 3, the fourth digit can only be 5, and in the second number 7, 8, 5, the fourth digit can only be 3, because this is the only digit left. Now let us see the case of when the first digit is 7, second digit is 3, then the third digit can come in two ways. The third digit can be either 8, or the third digit can be 5. When the third digit is 8, then the fourth digit has to be 5 only, which is the only left out digit. And when the third digit is 5, then the last digit can be only 8. Likewise, let us see when the first digit is 7, the second digit is 5, then the third digit can be either 8, or it can be 7, 5, 3. Now when the first three digits are 7, 5, 8, then the last digit can only be 3. Similarly, when the first three digits are 7, 5, 3, last digit can only be 8. So what we notice is that starting with the digit 7, we can form 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A total of 6 numbers can be formed. Likewise, we can notice that when we start with the digit, let us say 8. Similarly, we can form 6 numbers with the help of the starting digit 8. Let us see those numbers. When the first digit is 8, the second digit can be either 7, or it can be 8, 3, or it can be 8, 5. Now when the first two digits are 8, 7, then the next digit can be either 3 or 8, 7, 5. Now here the last digit can only be 5, here the last digit can only be 3. Now let us now go to the next number. When the first two digits are 8, 3, then the next two digits can possibly be 7, 5, or 8, 3, 5, 7. Likewise, when the first two digits are 8, 5, then the last two digits can be either 7, 3, or 8, 5, 3, 7. So again we see that maximum 6 numbers can be formed when we start with the digit 8. In a similar manner, we can see that 6 numbers can be formed by starting with the digit 3. So these numbers I write here 3, 3, 3. So the second digit can be 7, 8, and then 5. So here again I can say 7, 7, I'm sorry, here 8 and 5. Now the first two digits are 3, 7, then the remaining two digits can be 8 and 5 or 5 and 8. When the first two digits are 3, 8, the remaining two digits can be 7, 5 or 5, 7. Likewise, when the first two digits are 3, 5, then the remaining digits can be 7, 8 or 8, 7. So again we have got 6 numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now let us begin with the digit 5. So let us write 5. This is not visible, so I'll use this color. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Now once we have chosen the first digit as 5, then 7 can come at one place, then here again 7, then here we'll have two numbers with 8, then we'll have two numbers with 3. So 5, 7, once we begin with 5, 7, then the other two numbers which are possible are 8, 3 or 3, 8. Likewise, when we begin with 5, 8, then the next two numbers which are possible are either 7, 3 or 3, 7. Similarly, when we begin with 5, 3, then the next two numbers could be possibly 7, 8 or 8, 7. So again we find that 6 numbers can be formed when we start with the digit 5. So in this manner, we notice that a total of 24 numbers can be formed when 4 different digits are given and all possible combinations are tried, while ensuring that no digit is repeated while forming the number. So with 4 different digits, a maximum of 24 different numbers can be formed without repeating any digits. So 24 different numbers can be formed. This question can be solved in another manner also. We are given 4 digits which are different and we have to form 4 digit numbers, all different numbers. So let us mark these 4 positions like this for the 4 digit number. Now we can see that for the first digit there are 4 possibilities because the first digit can be formed from any of the 4 digits given to us, that is 7, 8, 3 or 5. So for the first digit there are 4 possibilities. Now once the first position or the first digit has been occupied, for the second digit we notice that there are only 3 numbers left now. So that means for the second digit there are only 3 possibilities. Let us now see the third position. Once the first and the second positions are already occupied, for the third position only 2 digits are left. So for the third digit, what we notice is that there are only 2 possibilities. Likewise, we will find that once the 3 positions have been already occupied, for the fourth position only one possibility is there because only one digit is left now. So for the fourth digit or the number which you are forming, there is only one possibility. So the total number of possibilities for filling up all the 4 positions of the number to be formed, we'll have to multiply the possibilities for these different positions. So that means 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. This is equal to 24. So there are 24 different numbers that can be formed from 4 different digits please mark the words for different digits. None of these digits is similar to each other. So there are 24 different numbers which can be formed from 4 different digits if the numbers have to be different, and secondly if none of the digits is repeated. In a similar manner, we can find out how many maximum different numbers can be created from 5 digits or from 6 digits which are different. Let us, for example, solve the question which is given on the screen. How many different numbers can be created from 5 digits which are given to us 4, 7, 8, 3, 5. Remember that no digit can be repeated while forming a number. Let us see these 5 positions. 2, 3, 4, 5. As we have seen earlier, for the first digit, there are maximum of 5 possibilities. Now because there are 5 numbers, earlier question there were 4 numbers, in this question there are 5 numbers, so there are 5 possibilities. Now for the second digit, there are 4 possibilities, because once the first digit is already occupied, then only 4 other digits are left which can occupy the second place. So there are 4 possibilities for the second digit. Similarly for the third digit, there are 3 possibilities. For the fourth digit, there are 2 possibilities, and for the fifth digit of the 5-digit number, there is only one possibility, because once 4 digits are already occupied, only one digit is left, so there is only one possibility. So the total number of possibilities can be found out by multiplying all these possibilities, which is 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. That is 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, which is equal to 120. So from 5 different digits given to us, a total of maximum 120 different numbers can be formed. Likewise, we can also find, suppose a 6-digit number is given, then how many different digits can be found. The same method had to be utilized for that purpose also.